Hello and welcome to a brand new episode of Black, White, and Red All Over. I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
Ryan Seymore, king of Comic Town and cold and flu medicine.
Yes, we are not at the shop this week. There was a huge snafu, hashtag blame UPS, where we were going to have a very limited stock in terms of what we could review. And we were like, nah, son, we're going to figure this out. We're going to get together and we're going to do this anyway. So thank you guys for joining us, even though this is a more truncated, very COVID style. Yeah. We're going back to the old days. Sometimes you just got to do that. That's just what it is. Ryan, how you feeling, man? I know you said king of the cold flu. Okay,
yeah. Popped a positive COVID test, and it sucks. It's a very, very mild case, so yes. I'm extremely fortunate therein.
Indeed.
But yeah, family's doing pretty decent. We're in quarantine, probably another week or two for again another test just to make sure that it's passed. But yeah, everybody mask up. Do not mess around. Mask up.
Sincerely, like I almost recorded this whole show masked on just because out of solidarity. We need to promote that. Like people are bugging out there. So yeah, put the mask on, people. Make it happen.
Heck yeah.
But we did still read some books, and we are here to talk about them. Obviously, with our limited stock, we definitely read the same books. So where do you want to start first?
Oh, that's a toughie. Do we have an acrylic this week, or is it just kind of?
I mean, there's three, so that would be our acrylic. So yeah, everything that we didn't read is part of the honorable mentions. That's just what we'll put out there.
That's fair.
If we didn't read it, honorable mentions. Yeah. So we've got three that are literally the same. So we've got two from AfterShock, and we've got
the one from Source Point.
Yeah. I was gonna say one from Source Point. We did have some Boom pieces, but I didn't get into the Boom ones.
I tried. My computer is just like the stone worst, and it's like, oh, you can look at the first couple pages. The first couple pages of Lumberjane's Endless Summer was amazing. First few pages of the new Buffy, amazing.
Right?
I highly recommend checking them out. Lumberjane's is one that it's ending, which sucks because it's just such a good series. True. And it's one we can't keep the trades in stock at the shop. So if you're looking for something that is friendly for girls and tweens and teens,
grab that.
I would recommend it. Check out Lumberjanes.
Awesome. I also did check out Deceased Dead Planet number 6. Insane. Like the stuff that's about to happen in that, nutty. So definitely grab that one. But the ones that are going to be on our acrylic, let's start with the Source Point book.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Dead End Kids number 1. This is Dead End Kids. What is it? Suburban. No, I can't remember what it's called.
Oh yeah, my brain just shut down. It's the second volume of it, and it actually officially comes out, I think, in about a month. So Frank hooked us up with a super advanced copy of it.
Yes. This is coming out of Source Point Press, which is a fantastic publisher through the Midwest, and they are winning so many things right now. Like they are kicking out great content. Is fantastic. Frank is killing things in the writing. I really enjoyed this. Like having not read the first volume, I breezed into this easy. It's got real clean dialogue, picks up. We're following 3 kids now. Are they like from the first series, or is this? Oh, yeah. So then I really need to go back.
So the first volume was really, really amazing too. Yeah. It ran into the problem that a lot of the smaller press books have in terms of like issue 1 or issue 2, really, really difficult to get a hold of either through under ordering or whatever. But yeah, it's amazing. And this one, like you said, even if you're not familiar with the source material, you can get into it really easy because you're like, okay, it's post 9/11.
Right.
These kids are dealing with some kind of loss, and the way he takes us, because I'm trying to figure out how to say it.
Right. You're like, oh,
but it goes like little crime noir action going on.
Yeah, it really, really does. But it's not set like so far off in the past that, it's old timey under any circumstance.
Yeah.
You feel like this could be a very modern story. It just happens to be set at least 11, 12 years ago. Like that's the thing. But the setup of it is so far really, really good. I love the feel of the character interactions, how people are responding. It's really, really good. So I'm definitely on board for issue 2.
Yeah, if you're a fan of Criminal or the movie Brick,
nice.
Gordon Levitt's, it's got that vibe to it. Highly recommend. If you tried No Heroin, which also I love, and I think Frank wrote that. Check it out. Hit up Source Point Press, contact your shop, get a copy.
Absolutely, 100%. Going into one of our favorite publishers of all time, AfterShock. Which one do you want to do? I kind of want to save Red Atlantis for last, if that's all right.
Works for me.
Sweet. So we've got Knock 'em Dead #1. This is Elliot Rayal. And I totally blanked on who did the artwork for this one. I'm not looking at it, so I apologize. It's literally on my iPad, which is charging in the other room. But what were your thoughts on this one?
It was an interesting one because it starts off. What's the name of the one? It's not Niles. I'm trying to remember because there was another stand-up
Joe Hill
that we loved. Yes. Yeah, Joe Hill's one. So first I'm reading it and I'm digging it and I'm kind of like comparing the two in my head.
I did that too.
When it gets to the point, the conversation. All right, for if you don't know what I'm referencing, this story takes place in the world where a stand-up comedian is trying to break into the industry. So going open mic nights, trying to get his stuff out there. His craft is not even remotely perfected yet. He's like the opposite of a Chappelle right now. Like his jokes are bombing.
He's a Shap, like at best.
And so it's following this, and then there's this moment in his life that completely changes everything.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, that's a big plot twist. And then that at the end, where it takes it to this completely other dimension.
Yes.
And I'm like, dang, Elliot, because Elliot's done some stuff that's off the tracks before.
Yeah.
And so I was like really hoping to see that, and he got that in there with Knock 'em Dead.
Definitely. And I think that was the thing. Like, I wasn't sure where it was going. You see some of the imagery, and some of the imagery almost reminds me of like Evil Dead. And I'm like, I don't know where this is going. So it was really one of those cool, surprising kind of stories where I think even by the end of this first issue, I don't know that we know exactly what kind of story this is about to be. Like, we're still just kind of, seeding stuff, but like through the characterizations, like this guy, I get his plight. Like, he's trying to figure himself out, and it's such a, important move. I hope that it works, but
I'm muted.
Man,
so you're good.
That ending though.
Yeah, because that was where I was like, wait a minute, and I kept looking. I'm like, wait, did that say that? And that
right. Man, like, what would you? Okay. The person that's trying to help you out, right? That happens. Do you dedicate everything that you do then on to that person? Do you like? I don't know either. Like,
because did they impart that one piece of wisdom that will get you through that crossroads to the next level of your career,
right?
Or is that an albatross and like
just hanging around your neck, man?
Nightmare? Yeah, because you're like, oh man. All right, and once again, this will all make sense when you go to your local comic shop and you pick up Knock 'em Dead #1 by Elliot Rayal and AfterShock Comics.
100%.
Yeah.
100%. Definitely grab that one. Speaking of the majesty that is AfterShock, Red Atlantis #2. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another one where, and this is part of the reason why I love AfterShock, because what they do is they so expertly get you interested in characters, and then you find out what the story is going to be. You find out the hook after the fact. And it's one of those really, really cool things. So this is issue 2. Issue 1, we find out that there's this secret program called Red Atlantis. Well, no, I guess you don't even actually find that out in the first
it's this issue. But some crazy Russian stuff is going on.
Yeah. Like,
first issue.
It's nutty. It's during the Cold War. And like, we literally see some people go like Kingsman on each other, like killing each other and just nuts, right? And to know that like there's this conspiracy type thing that's going on is so beautiful. So to see it play out like it did, first of all, the storytelling nature of it, to run a story and then like back it up and tell it from a totally different.
Yeah, it was brilliant. Stephanie's pacing and outlining of the story is just perfect.
Yes, and more yes. That one is Watchmen quality. Like, again, if you are a new writer in comics, you need to follow what Stephanie's doing just so you can put some tools in your repertoire, put some tricks in your bag, because that ability to tell the story like that is phenomenal. Like, literally phenomenal. One issue, not even having to waste a lot of time to come back to it and see how this all fits together. And man, you talk about a switch up. I did not expect that to happen at all.
Yeah. Not at all. It's one that it's the way that she set up that for that page turn reveal. I did not like. I've been reading books for like 40 years,
right?
And I didn't see that coming, and it was just fantastic because, like you were saying, where they made you care about the characters first,
right?
Instead of being like, oh, here's a whole bunch of stuff, and then backfill. So I was already invested in her and the crazy Russian dude who was like trying to kidnap her, and now I'm like, man, because there's some stuff because when you think about it, what her family did isn't now just what her family did.
No.
Yes. So that's another layer of the onion right there.
This is Kryptonian level, like storytelling. Like this is brilliant. So I can't wait to see more people respond to this one. Again, it's only issue 2. Yeah. So your jumping on point is right here. Like, jump all over this. But I mean, yet again, man, like the stuff that AfterShock puts out, I cannot wait for them to get more transmedia attention. Like the movies, shows, things like that could be on the horizon are super exciting because I think they have like 30 something properties at this point.
And only 2 that I'm aware of that have been picked up: Kaiju Score and Undone by Blood. Right. But you're looking at all the other stuff they've got: Dark Art, Walk Through Hell,
right?
Pestilence. Yeah. Oh my gosh, that'd be amazing.
Right. Oh
so. My God. Yeah, they're. It's just a matter of time. Like it is just a matter of time till they blow up across several platforms.
Yeah, I totally agree. And I will go ahead and speak for both of us and say that if there's an opportunity for an extra, particularly one that dies in a very gruesome fashion, we'll be those guys. I've always
wanted to do that.
Yeah, we'll be those guys.
And I mean, just acting.
Just acting. Just do you hear me, Lord? I was just talking about the acting. I was just do not smite me. I didn't mean it like that. Damn it. I gotta be more specific. I'm sorry. You got the button like I'm smite. But yeah, so obviously we've had a truncated week, but we hope that you are getting to your local comic shop safely, of course. Checking out some amazing books. Definitely check out the 3 that we talked about. The ones from Boom Studios that Ryan got to literally preview. Definitely give those some love. Deceased. Oh my God. I can't wait to see more people talk about that one. That's going to be huge. But we hope that you guys enjoyed this very truncated, super quick episode. If you like this goodness, click the like button because we need that validation, especially since we're not at the shop. And if you want to get some of these reviews, because we're here all the time, reading good stuff, telling you what to get, click this notification, that subscribe bell. Get all that stuff.
And you can stalk us on Facebook at Black, White, and Red All Over. Vic and I both have our Instagram, our Twitter things open at all times. So if you want to hit us up, let us know if you're a creator and you want us to review stuff like Frank, contact us. We'll do it. And this week is a perfect chance because it's so truncated. If you read a book that we didn't read this week and you're like, this was the bomb, Daredevil or King in Black #1 was this week.
What?
Yeah, right. UPS. So comment below. Let us know. Like, this is what I read. This is what I like. This is your chance. Because we do communicate on the internet webs with you.
Definitely. So we want to hear from you, and we hope to hear from you. We hope you're having an amazing week. Once again, I'm Victor Dandridge, the hardest working man in comics.
I'm Ryan Seymore, King of Comic Town.
Seeing you guys next week.
Adios.